Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Pierre Demian, Senior HR Analyst for City of Carson, in the company of Ms. Garcelle Rodriguez, HR Specialist, City of Carson Human Resources Department. Today, this is open enrollment for 2020, and we have Christina from Optum RX as a representative. She's going to give us a presentation on Optum RX and answer any questions any of the public may have, as well as any questions we may have received via email. I would like to note to everyone who is currently viewing or who will be viewing this, that this session is being recorded and is going to be posted on the city's YouTube channel with a link on our internal internet and external webpage for viewing until the end of open enrollment. We ask that all employees who are eligible for open enrollment to go ahead, log on ESS, complete their enrollment in a timely manner. We usually recommend at least 5 business days before the end of enrollment, which should be October 16. That's a Friday, so technically it's going to be October 15 on a Thursday. Make sure that if there's any issues or any changes, or as well as to count for possible technical problems to be handled. And with that being said, Christina, the ground floor is all yours. Please go ahead and start.
Thank you, Pierre. And thank you to the city for inviting me to do this presentation. As Pierre said, I am from Optum RX, and we manage the prescription benefits for all the CalPERS health plans besides Kaiser or Blue Shield. So your plan is called the Select 90 Saver Plan. What this means is when you take a maintenance medication, you can get a 90-day supply of that medication for 2 times the copay if you use a preferred pharmacy. So what are your preferred pharmacies? So your Select 90 Saver pharmacies are all Walgreens, and if you're in the East Coast, Duane Reade's also, as well as Optum RX home delivery. The Optum RX home delivery is great because at this time we don't really want to leave the house, so the medication will come directly to your house. And it is being shipped from our San Diego fulfillment site, so the mail time is not very long. It also allows you to be able to speak to a pharmacist 24/7. So if you have any questions on your medication, you can always speak with our pharmacist. If you don't take any medications on a regular basis, you can pretty much go to any in-network pharmacy. All the major brands are in-network, such as your CVS inside your Target or your CVS on its own, Rite Aids, Walmarts. Those are all in-network pharmacies. Just notate that all Select 90 pharmacies are in-network, but not all in-network pharmacies are Select 90 pharmacies. So if you do want to switch your maintenance medication to either Walgreens or Optum RX, there's many ways you can do it. You can give us a call at Optum RX and say, fax my doctor for a new prescription, and we'll get that for you. If the doctor gives you a paper prescription, you can also mail that in, or your doctor can e-prescribe it to us. If you want to go to a Walgreens, you can go into the Walgreens store and have them transfer it over. You can call your Walgreens store and have them transfer it over. You can also download the Walgreens mobile app. You can scan your current prescription bottle, and that will transfer the medication over to them also, as well as e-prescribing from your doctor's office. Now, there's a great new benefit that's starting in 2021 for the maintenance medications. Currently, if you have a maintenance medication, you can only get a 90-day supply at either a Select 90 pharmacy or home delivery. Beginning in 2021, you can go to any in-network pharmacy that is contracted with us for a 90-day supply and get it there. The only difference is you don't get the reduced copay. However, if you do have a maintenance medication, you can fill that up to 2 30-day fills. This is a great option because if you get a new prescription from a doctor, for a medication you've never taken before, you don't want to get that 90-day supply right off the bat, because what if the doctor changes your strength next month? Or what if you're allergic to this medication? Then you're stuck with 90 days of a medication you don't need or take. So that's great, but you're only allowed 2 30-day fills, at which point you need to switch to a 90-day supply. And that's your choice to choose either Select 90 Saver Pharmacy and Optum Rx for the reduced copays, or you can ask your current pharmacy if they're able to fill for a 90-day supply with us. Your medications that are covered fall under 3 tiers. Tier 1 are your generics, and that's $5 for a 30-day supply. Tier 2 are your preferred brand medications, and that's $20 for a 30-day supply. And Tier 3 are your non-preferred brand medications or your specialty medications, and that's $50 for a 30-day supply. For a 90-day supply at a Select 90 Saver Pharmacy or Optum Rx home delivery, Tier 1 would be $10, Tier 2, $40, and Tier 3 would be $100. If you use a non-preferred pharmacy, that would be $15 for a 90-day supply of your Tier 1 medication, $60 for a 90-day supply of Tier 2, and $150 for a 90-day supply of Tier 3. So we have a customized CalPERS website. So you would go to optumrx.com/CalPERS. And on this website, you can find which pharmacies are in network. You can look at the Formulary Drug List. You can also look at the evidence and coverage. There's a lot of information you can find on this website. So if you need any information on your CalPERS benefits through Optum Rx, you do want to visit the customized website. The optumrx.com website will not give you accurate information. And these are the most important things that you probably will be looking for on the website, is finding your network pharmacy, pricing your medication, seeing if your medication's covered. And you can also register and sign in if you're already with us. But if you're not currently with Optum Rx, you can still look at all this information on the website. But if you register and sign in, you'll be able to see what medications you have with Optum Rx. You can get a better drug pricing or more accurate drug pricing on your medication because it will have your information. If you want to look for a network pharmacy, you would basically pick what health plan you're currently in or thinking of joining. Enter in your zip code or the city and state that you're interested in finding a network pharmacy in, and it will display your results. And your preferred pharmacies will be the ones that come up first, which in this case are Walgreens. And starting in 2021, if you hit the view details and under services it says retail 90 days, that's how you will know if this pharmacy is contracted with us for a 90-day supply. If you want to see if your medication is covered, same thing, pick the plan that you're in or want to be in. Type in the name of the medication. At this point, it will bring up the medication with the generic options also. You would pick the strength and the medication that you're looking for. It will tell you here what tier this medication is covered under, as well as any restrictions. And this is where you can see what this medication is generally used for. Are there any prior authorizations, step therapy or quantity limits on this medication? Is it a specialty medication? Now under member notes, it says member pays the difference. So on your plan, if you are picking the brand medication and the medication has a generic equivalent, there is a member pays the difference penalty. However, it can be waived if the doctor says it's medically necessary that you take the brand only. Reasons why you would take the brand only is the generic doesn't work, you're allergic to the generic. So in those instances, that penalty would be waived. The only time the penalty would not be waived is if you are picking the brand solely because you want the brand and there's no medical necessity for taking that brand. And in that case, the difference would be the generic copay plus the difference in price between the brand and the generic medication. As we talked about prior authorization, certain medications may require prior authorization, at which point you can either have your doctor submit one to us, you can give us a call and ask us to fax the doctor the form for the prior authorization, or you can ask the retail pharmacist to notify your doctor that a prior authorization is needed. Many times a prior authorization is denied, not because we don't want to give you the medication, but because we have a certain time frame in which the prior authorization has to be processed, and if the doctor does not submit it back to us in a timely manner, it gets denied. At which point, if the doctor submits the information and it's accurate, it will get overturned and the prior authorization will be approved. You can manage your medications on the go with our OptumRx mobile app. So you can download it from either Google Play or the Apple App Store for those who have Androids or iPhones, iPads. Those are currently the apps that we have it for. You would register as an OptumRx member, and once you're speak on its delivery status. If you have any questions on your prescriptions at any time, we have a dedicated customer care line that's open 24/7, and the number is 855-505-8110, and they can answer any questions. Even if you're currently not in the plan, you can ask them any general questions. You can also visit our optumrx.com/CalPERS website, and there you can also have a chat feature available. Thank you so much, and I'm open for questions at this point.
Oh, thank you, Christina. It was a very wonderful presentation, and it's interesting to know. So just to recap something here, because I myself is new to this. I used to be Kaiser, and now I was United Healthcare, so I'm covered by OptumRx. And so not all pharmacies are part of the network. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question?
I'm saying not all the pharmacies are part of the network, right? Like
correct. I would say almost all the pharmacies are. You might have the little mom and pops that don't contract with us, but all the major chains are with us.
And if you need to find out your pharmacy, you should go ahead and do the account on OptumRx and then go through the website and find, just to check to see if something is, if it's for sure part of the network. Is that correct?
You don't even have to make an account to go on the OptumRx website. So for that kind of information, all the information that I went over, you don't need to have an account with us.
Okay.
Go to the website.
Okay, and medications can be sent to home, correct?
Correct, yes.
All right.
And the longest I use it and the longest I've waited for my medication to arrive is probably 3 days.
Okay, well, that beats Kaiser. I waited for 7 days before it was Kaiser.
Well, it just depends. I think it's because we've been lucky that we're in California and we have a fulfillment site down in Carlsbad. So the mail time within California should not take very long.
Okay. Now, let me ask you something. What happens if somebody has a prescription, gets lost, stolen, whatever, and they need to get a refill? Can they do that immediately by contacting OptumRx, or this going to still have to go through some kind of channels?
So CalPERS does not.
Yes.
Yeah, CalPERS does not have a lost or stolen override on their plan. So if it's stolen, I think if you get a police report, we can submit that to CalPERS to see if they will give you that kind of one-time exception per se. But lost medication does not allow us to to give you an override to pick up more medication.
Okay. Well,
However, in times of like natural disasters, we lift that. So with the wildfires and people having to leave their homes, we will allow them to refill their medications earlier.
okay, that sounds good. And now, is there any special extra precautions or extra services or changes being adopted by Optum Rx due to COVID-19?
No, we did for a while lift the refill too soon. So that way members didn't want to leave the house too often. They could pick up their medication and not be hit with, oh, you can't pick it up, it's too early still.
All right.
But
Okay.
what we've seen is an uptick in people starting the mail order because of the COVID-19.
Okay.
That makes it safe. They don't have to leave their homes anymore.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Well, I'm done with any questions I had or received. Do we have any additional questions from the public? Okay. Let me check with Priscilla. Priscilla, did we receive any emails, questions regarding Optum Rx? Okay. I believe she told me earlier we did not receive any emails either. Okay, well, in this case, since we don't have any more questions and everything else, and again, to everyone out there who is going to be watching this video, you can also always reach out to OptumRx directly if you have any questions. They're happy to answer them, and also their website, optumrx.com. Which has a lot of great content, and this presentation is also going to be available until the end of open enrollment on the city's YouTube website with links on our both internal and external networks for our employees to view. Christina, on behalf of the city's Human Resource Department, Risk Management team, we'd like to thank you for this wonderful presentation. And again, it was very good and informative. And one last reminder for everyone, open enrollment ends October 16, more effectively of October 15. Please ask all employees to go ahead and make sure that they complete their selections using ESS in a timely manner. If you have any questions, you can reach out to the HR risk management team and we'll assist you as much as we can. And Christina, one last time, I thank you again. All right, everyone, thank you for participating today, and this recording is about to end. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Pierre.
Take care.